nitty gritty, bleeding purple my city. Don't score with the Steelers, no enemy. Ozen some Hennessy, catch us out stomping the yard. Candy yards, my foot McCannery. See, it's nitty gritty, Nick and Keith gon' get litty. 2 times a week, giving keys to the city. Tune and get with me. I got that, seeing the game little differently.
Welcome back, episode 436, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk Radio Show. I go by the name of Roscoe English, and of course, I'm here with the flock. Got my guy Keys with me.
What's going on? How y'all feeling out there?
My man Nick.
How's Cancun, brother?
Oh, it's comfortable here. I caught a couple Vicks, you know what I mean? Rob Miles Garrett while I was here. It's great. And of course, last but not least, Keith PJ.
Let's go. What up?
Saw a puppy. Didn't look like a damn puppy. Comfortable here, yo. Used to it. My room was reserved when I pulled up. They said, "Oh shit, it's you again? Here so soon?" Yeah, it's me. Had a complimentary mint on the bed. It's all good. Wi-Fi work. It was great. It's lovely. Just since y'all are not in Cancun, let's start at the bank. Ravens take that cold trip to Orchard Park to play the Bills. Sunday night, 6:30. It's gonna be frigid. I saw them temps. That's gonna be, it's gonna be burr. Start with Nick. You will be in attendance. So, what are you looking for to come away with this win and get back to your second straight AFC Championship game?
Running the ball. Simple as that. We got to run the ball and make sure that we can dominate the line of scrimmage. I feel like if we can get consistent as far as getting Derek the ball, the offensive line can get it consistent as far as just putting a man to a man, just making sure that somebody is blocked, somebody's getting pushed. I think that's going to be a scary proposition for the Bills. Now, mind you, the Bills in week 4 didn't have several defenders. They returned some key defenders for this particular matchup. So the defense that we saw week 4 isn't the same defense. And obviously, both teams have grown as the weeks have gone on. But you look at what we have, the fact that you brought up the cold, that cold works against us, but it also works for us, right? So we have a lot of Florida-born players. It's not everybody's cup of tea to play in weather like that. But at the same token, you have Derrick Henry trying to go downhill every chance he gets, and then you're faced with the proposition of having to tackle him in that same cold. So, it evens out there, and I think a cold, frigid game kind of really favors the Ravens just because both teams like to play smash mouth, play physical, run the ball, but that's kind of the Ravens' DNA. More so than the Bills' DNA. The Bills have kind of created that DNA for themselves, but the Ravens, they've been forged in that. So we're talking about playing defense, trying to be opportunistic, ball control, limit the turnovers, run the ball. That's something that, we have experience doing and something that the weather may dictate. When you're talking about Buffalo, you're talking about potential winds, you're talking about frigid air, the balls don't travel well as well in frigid air. So, the passing game might be compromised. But, again, we look at the matchup, take the weather out of it. It's two of the best offenses in the NFL clashing. Buffalo averaged 3.4 points per drive at home, and they also were undefeated at home this year. So they're coming in with a lot of confidence playing in that stadium. And the Ravens, they look at it similarly. They had a historic season offensively, to be honest with you. They averaged 6.85 yards per play in the regular season, which is second in the modern era. And versus Pittsburgh, they averaged 6.4 yards a play. So they were kind of on par, even with that historic output. And then, as far as week 4 against the Bills, and again, a different team that we faced in week 4, we averaged 7.9 yards per play. In week 4 against the Bills. So again, explosive offenses. It's going to come down to which defense is going to make the most plays. Our defense, since we've made the switch to Ardarius Washington, made some personnel changes. mid-season has been the top defense in the NFL. That bodes well in our favor. All levels of the defense are kind of clicking at the same time. And it's going to take, 1 to 2 turnovers. Can we make 1 or 2 more stops than the Bills? And I think the way this is set up for us, I think we're going to be capable of, I think they're going to score their points, but I think we'll score a little bit more. It's going to be hard to stop Derrick Henry and then Lamar Jackson coming at you downhill. I do think it's going to be relatively low scoring, maybe 21-17, 24-21, that type of deal. But I do think the Ravens are able to pull out in the end.
All right, let's get to the keys of the game.
Hit me on a slant. Give me the keys to the inside. But they took the keys. We don't have any keys.
Now give me the keys.
All
Yeah,
right.
my fault. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just saying, all right, keys.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with Nick. The main key to the game is running the ball. You have to be able to run the ball to keep the ball out of 17 hands. That's pretty much what you have to do. You got to be able to control this clock. Pretty much the same game plan that you brought into the game with Pittsburgh last week. That should be the game plan should be identical. The Bills played nickel over 85% of the time. You guys played nickel last week a lot. I don't know why. You guys played nickel a lot last week, and you saw what happened.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Every time that you heard 74 was eligible on the play, which was like 20 times, and you playing nickel, like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Continue.
Yeah, I don't know why he has something out there playing nickel. But yeah. Like I said, Nick is correct. Like if the Ravens run the ball, and they beat themselves, they'll be fine. The Bills defense, to the rate, like you said, since Darius Washington got on the Ravens defense is better. The Bills defense is not that good. Their main calling card is that they the league in turnovers. But you can move the ball on them. You can score against them. They not that good against the run. So it plays into the Ravens' hands. They not big up front. They really not big up front. Going into this game, whatever people like to throw away says, I don't think teams change. I don't think tendencies is going to all of a sudden change. Overnight, teams are going to be who they're going to be. You just, like Nick said, you just got to limit mistakes. You got to limit the turnovers. I think this is a game the Ravens prime to get. I don't know. I think last week after you get that monkey off your back, I think everything is out open for you. I do think last week Pittsburgh. I think it's a difference when you playing Pittsburgh twice a year, the Browns twice a year, and the Bengals twice a year. Instead of playing the Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins twice a year. I think it's a big difference. The Bills do what they got to do. I'm not taking anything away from them. Great team, great quarterback, great coach. They here for a reason. They've been in this position for the last couple of years, so they're here for a reason. I just think when we get to this time, when we get to this matchup, when we get to this time of the season. I think this thing is going to be a little bit different. I think this going to be, to me, when after my film breakdown, I think it's going to be similar to what the Bengals did. I think we're going to be able to go up there. We're going to run the ball. Lamar's going to make timely plays. And the defense, like Nick said, is clicking at the right time. It's going to take a lot to stop 17, but I think the Ravens got the horses to do it. This is not a good matchup for the Bills, especially with the Ravens, the way the Ravens running downhill. This is not just like the Chiefs might not be a good matchup for us, and the Bills might not be a good matchup for the Chiefs. I don't think the Bills are a good matchup for the Ravens. Not the way the Ravens built right now. You can't, like I said, when teams got to fundamentally change who they are, is not good. So if they come in there and they get out of that nickel and they start playing base defense, which they play for less than 15% of the season, that's not good for them. They don't have a lot of reps in that. And when you get to this point of the postseason, because you want to do the things that you got the most reps in, you want to do the things that you practice a lot. So, which is the nickel for them. So if they stay in that nickel all day, it's going to be a long day for them. And the Ravens just don't got to get outside of themselves. Just be themselves. Be who you are. You are a running team. You saw what you did. Zay's more than likely not going to play this weekend. You saw what you did against Pittsburgh last week without Zay. Compliment to the players, compliment to the system, compliment to the coaches that you able to adapt without your best receiver, that you able to look like a well-oiled machine without your best receiver, like you wasn't missing a beat. And that's that type of attitude that they got to take in Buffalo. They got to go in Buffalo and be the tougher team in the trench. The tougher team in the trenches is going to win this game. You know, you're not going to be able to. It's the divisional player. Nobody's going to win this game by 3 touchdowns. It's just not going to happen. So you say you force a turnover here, you force a turnover there, but just don't get outside of yourselves. Don't get excited. It's the moment, whatever I feel like the Ravens are the better team. I wholeheartedly feel like that. And man, it got a lot to do with Derrick Henry. It got a lot to do with the type of defense they play. You got I'll take Derrick Henry on Damar Hamlin in the whole. If that's like, I'll take that 10 out of 10 out of 10 times. I'll take Lamar Jackson. My bad.
Not only that, is like, damn, Jamal can't even recover. You want Derrick Henry to finish him?
I ain't trying to be. This somebody that
double entendre. Like, damn,
yeah, this guy was
crazy.
Yeah, this guy wasn't here a couple years ago, man. Then he wasn't here. Now he back. Man, so it's like
Derrick Henry stiff arm him. God gonna be like, oh, you back again?
Yeah, man. I just think
so soon.
God damn.
Right. I just think the Bills
gave you new life.
Yeah, word. You wasted it. It's crazy.
I just think the Bills light, man. I just think the Bills light. The Ravens defense got to come to play. They got to stay in their lanes. They can't let Josh Allen start getting outside of pocket and throwing them crazy throws. Just stay within themselves. I think they got a defense to throw it. It's gonna be a good game. Like, it's gonna be cold, but I don't. At the end of the day, both teams got to play in the cold. Both teams got to go out there and hold on to the ball and be cold and go. It's not going to affect one team more than another. Like I said, we're not coming from Miami or Arizona, California. Like, it's Maryland. It's cold here. And the Ravens practice outdoors just the same way they practice outdoors at points in the season. I just think it's a mad. I just think it's a bad matchup. You said what?
-3 is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, but this going to affect them too, though. Like, they don't pay a -3 either. Like, it's not like it's a rant. Like, it's going to affect both teams the same way. I think that's they're going to cancel each other out, like Nick said. But yeah, I just think it's a bad matchup for them defensively. They not, like, when you look at the overall, the numbers, they outside of the top 15 defensively overall. They not really that good defensively. Like I said, what saved them, which is great, and I give them credit, is that they led the league in turnover. They take the ball away. So that's the key. You got to run the ball, keep the ball out of Josh's hand, and just protect the ball, and you'll be fine. You'll get out of Buffalo with a win. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just got to protect the ball. It's gonna be cold, man. You got to protect that ball and get it popping. That's pretty much it.
All right, Keith.
Yeah, I mean, big time game. Can't wait for 6:30 on Sunday. I'm gonna just talk about one of the matchups I'm looking at because I think Nick and Keys covered the game thoroughly. I'm looking at our rookie Roger Rosengarten versus Von Miller. And so since week 12, Miller has a league best in pressure rate at 24.1%. So he's been heating up. They faced off against each other in week 4, even though it was a short sample size. Vaughn only played 9 snaps before he was injured. So I'm looking at the rookie again. Are you able to keep Lamar upright? I mean, you saw last week, no matter what TJ Watt, whatever they threw at him, I mean, he was able to hold up and keep Lamar upright, and we were able to move the offense. You got to go into Buffalo and execute. Can't have the penalties. You can't get yourself in the 3rd and longs, the 2nd and longs. You got to stay ahead of schedule because that crowd going to be loud. Don't like to bring refs into it, but they got a referee crew that calls that a lot. We're one of the highest penalized teams, so you got to be cognizant of that and be able to execute at a very high clip. And so if the Ravens can not beat themselves, which is always always tends to be the moral of the story with them, they got a great chance to go in here and do something. But they got to stick to what they do best. That's run the football, play defense, get timely stops, get off the field. If they not turnover, just get to stop. Win the field position battle, because up there things can probably change in the blink of an eye, especially a turnover here, turnover there, a missed kick here, missed kick there. So you got to be firing off all cylinders. I like the way they looked last week. Like Key said, I think it's a monkey off their back. I think they're playing a little bit free now. But if the Ravens go in here and run the ball the way they should, I don't see any reason why we can't come out of this game with a dub. It won't look like it looked in September, but I like the Ravens in this game. Let's go.
I really don't want to side with y'all. I really don't.
So you know they lighting ass on defense, man.
I know. I know.
Well, like I said, I'm not gonna take nothing away from it. I say
No, it's a good team, but
yeah, definitely.
your
And
offensive line is compared to their defensive line. Like you talking about Roger Rosengarten, and Von Miller's a Hall of Famer, but Roger Rosengarten is a huge man, and that's tough. And you got Falele out there. Their defensive line is finesse. The defense is finesse in general. You talking about a team that plays nickel. I mean, they are on a physical defense. So I just don't see a Todd Monken, focused Todd Monken with, okay, we are running the ball 40 plus times this game between Lamar and Derek. I just don't see how they can withstand that. I don't think it's going to be that beatdown it was in week 4. But I just, like you said, styles make fights, and that their defense is not the opponent to stop Derrick Henry. Not even stop Derrick, slow down Derrick Henry. I don't even think he's going to be slowed down.
Yeah, and like he said, I mean, anytime a team got to go out of what they really do best, I mean, it's going to bring some sense of being uncomfortable. And if you look at the week 4 matchup, they were in that base set 24.6% of the time compared to a season average of 3.6%. So it's
they don't
really kind of that's not what they want to do.
Yeah, you get them uncomfortable. If they in that base, they uncomfortable, meaning they not gap integrity, they losing gap integrity. What they do best is the nickel, which you can't play nickel against the run. It's just it don't work, you know. Unless you got somebody like Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed, you can't really play it. Like it's not Lamar Hamlin, not them. You know, Taylor Rapp is not them. Go. No,
and I think everybody recognizes the fact that they play nickel, and even John Harbaugh like talked about it this week. I think one thing that we will have to keep in mind is, again, their personnel is a little different. So they were playing nickel out of necessity, just as much as their favorite scheme. Now they'll be able to mix it up because they have the Taron Johnsons and the Matt Milanos, and be able to kind of play a little bit more physically. Do I think it's going to, be able to neutralize Derrick Henry? It really depends on how well we hold on to the ball too, because you can get yards on them. They can be had through the air and through the ground, but they are prone to cause some turnovers. So that is their game. They're looking to get a strip fumble. They're looking to get some interceptions to force you into mistakes. They're looking to confuse you and mix up the coverages a little bit. So yeah, I hope that for their sake, they're not coming out nickel as much as they have, because they're going to need bigger personnel. It's just as simple as that. If they think they are going to be able to try it out, what they tried it out week 4, man, it's going to be bad for them. So they're going to have to use the Matt Milanos of the world and try to beef up and add some linebackers to the field. That's just as simple as that. We're going to have to be ready for it, and we also going to have to hold on to that ball.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, right, and that's a great point. But the first, like I said, when them two in the lineup, you talking about Johnson and Milano, their first couple games, but they gave up 40 back-to-back to the Rams and the who am I forgetting? The Rams and who was that? The Lions. They gave up 40. I mean, two teams, and you see why, 2 teams that still left in the playoffs. So I just don't, like you said, and that's them coming back is great for them. I just don't think there's still enough. I just don't think Taron Johnson and Matt Milano that don't move the needle for me, and it shouldn't move the needle for Tom Mutton. To your point, Sco, it shouldn't.
Yeah, unless Taron Johnson and Matt Milano turn into Brian Dawkins and Ray Lewis. I mean, they really gonna have to have some bricks in their back pocket. Derrick Henry, and every time I used to see Derrick Henry, even with the Titans, it was a 90-yard run on the Bills, and this, that, and he's no stranger to ripping off big runs on them. I really don't want to pick y'all, but unless the Bills can come out and take y'all out y'all game, like really make John Harbaugh coach, like it's crazy. Like that needs to be somebody's game. Hey, make John Harbaugh coach. We can
make Sean McDermott coach too.
That too.
It's been done before, Sco. So it's not like it's far fetched.
Yeah, it's not far fetched, but you got to make that man make some decisions.
Oh, the Bills got a key. Their plan to win it is not. It's not hard. It's simple. Like they got to force turnovers, and Josh Allen got to go off. Like that's pretty much it. Because they're not gonna be able to stop us. They gonna have to also outscore us. If it's getting to a track meet here, they gonna have to. that's why another key is the defense got to show up. The defense, like you said, they got to force maybe a turnover or get a timely stop, because I just don't know that defensive they're gonna be able to stop us. I just don't see that happening. So it's gonna be to our defense to get the ball out of 17 hands and give our offense even more opportunity to put the game away late anyway.
And how we get points are different too. The Bills are methodical, and they're a team that converts a lot of third downs, and we are too, but they're just a lot more methodical and slow pace. I mean, if you look at the Ravens, no offense in the NFL has had a higher rate of plays gaining 10 or more yards, 24.6%, and 20 or more yards, 8.2% of the time than the Ravens. And I think that's an NFL history type stat. So again, you know, as far as explosiveness is concerned, we can play methodical. We can be quick strike when we need to be. And the beautiful thing about that is that's not always an aerial aspect. Like, you know, we're quick strike because we're getting big chunks on the ground as well. And we're consistently getting big chunks on the ground. Because again, it's hard to defend a Derrick Henry and a Lamar Jackson when they're motivated and they're getting their lanes.
60 minutes, whole 60 minutes at that.
For 60 minutes, and then on the other side, you're gonna have to keep up with that and be able to match that physicality and also put points on the board as well. I mean, the Bills are capable, but it's just, you know, there's less of a fear factor on the Bills side. You're looking at Josh Allen, number 17, and like, all right, we're gonna have to contain you. But everybody else, you know, I like James Cook. You know, I like Khalil Shakir. I like some.
You love Shakir. That's your boy.
I like some of those guys over there. But at the same token, you know, is it the Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry fear factor?
Right. You ain't got to double nobody.
And that's what I you don't want to say they Josh or bust because they have great weapons, but 17. That's who you fit. That's who you fit. You don't really fit anybody else. You know you can play solid defense. Josh Allen is who you game plan for. Where the Ravens, you got a game plan for, you know, more than one person. We only got a game plan for one person.
And we need to contain him in the pocket too, because we can't have him extending plays, throwing bombs down the field, playing off script, because that's where he shines. And the more type of plays of that nature he makes, the more it's kind of like his superstar factor. It's like this for any superstar. The more amazing plays they make, the more in their bag they get. You know what I mean? And we can't have him just feeling himself, getting more confident, feeling good, you know, extending plays. Every time he leaves the pocket, we need to hit him. Mm-hmm. And before he can get out that pocket, we need to contain him in there and try to get him down as well.
Yeah, to that point, Nick, you don't want to let him get to a spot early. You don't want to let him get to that elbow jump.
Exactly.
Like, gotta knock him off that spot early.
Yeah, when he getting that Cam Ben Roethlisberger bag.
Yeah, start throwing across the body, going to the other
cross
side
body,
of the field.
I can't have that.
It's
diving for the, like when he's running and he's being like reckless. That's when he's at his best. You know, he might be putting himself out there, but that's when he's getting the extra yards for his team. I can't have that. And if we do have that, I need Roquan to crack him.
Yeah, somebody got to put hands on him.
Need something legal.
Yeah, I mean, and Josh Allen don't like to get down. He like to get dirty, so he will get cracked this game.
He's too cold for that, man.
Yeah,
well, both ways, I guess. But somebody got to hit him.
He don't like to get down. He really don't like to slide, like to put his head down. So it's not somebody gonna have to hit him. Somebody really gonna have to get him a rib shot and let him know, like
he flopping this game.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing, man. You can't. The good thing, that's why I don't like that.
He like to play them rep games. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah, he getting.
You saw the rep patting him on the shoulder on the sideline last weekend.
Hey Lamar,
because he missed the goal.
Do the same shit.
Got to
work for him.
This crew just gonna look at Lamar. They ain't gonna care.
We ain't never seen him get hit. Do we call this?
Yeah, this crew.
I don't know how to take that.
They not gonna care about Lamar getting hit.
Close game, good game, but unfortunately, I think y'all go back to back.
I actually don't want to go rooting for us, yo. Pick the Bills, yo. We need your hate, yo. Don't stop.
I'm gonna be watching with hate. Don't get it twisted. Like
Scope thing all week, like this. Damn, they gonna run all over the ass. That's all. It's not a good matchup, dog. It's not a good.
But don't worry, because Chris Jones is on the way. You try that shit with him, and we gonna have a different talk in a week.
Yeah, man.
I ain't just gonna be conceiting Derrick Henry running all over the business. But this week, I just especially as cold as it is. The game is just set up for him to have like 200 yards. It's just set up that way.
And you guys mentioned like the differences on defense. There is a gap between the two teams, obviously, but the Ravens have allowed 5.2 yards per play, which was 6th in the NFL, and that's accounting for 11 weeks of ass play on defense. And the Bills allow 5.5 yards per play, which in contrast was 21st in the NFL. Ravens are 10th in points allowed per drive at 1.9 points per drive. The Bills are 15th at 2.01. So again, we have a clear advantage defensively, and these are year-long stats that account for the slow start. So imagine if we had been playing the defense we were capable of for a longer period of time, these numbers would be a lot more drastic as far as Buffalo versus Baltimore. So God bless them. And
it's crazy that the Ravens still finished 10th in defense the way they started the season. Like that is outrage. That shows you how well his defense is playing since they made the switch. Like it really show you, like to be able to, because we wanted Zach all fired, like to be able to still finish top 10 defensively after that start. I give Zach all the credit. I give Darius Wash a lot of credit. Give John Harbaugh for bringing Dean Pease back. I get the defense some credit. Now you gotta put your money where your mouth is. They gotta be to show up.
That's what I really hate.
17 ain't Russell Wilson. I mean, no, it's not that.
He's not a robot.
Yeah, it's not a robot.
That's the thing that I really got on my side. And this is like everybody that I've encountered, like they're so happy to go to Buffalo. And I'm like, yo, they aren't us. Don't be so happy.
That's we already beat them, though. We already beat them, so we know
that's also weak. That's a long time ago. Yeah, for anybody that said, "Hey, Sko, why are you so happy?" I could say, "Hey, we already beat them, right?" That shit don't matter.
Yeah, but I mean, but
y'all coming off the loss to us, though.
Yeah, to your point, Sko. Like, yeah, they not y'all, but they not y'all. Like y'all bigger than them. Like like y'all got, to me, y'all got better defensive players than them. Now y'all ain't play up to y'all standard. These last couple weeks, last 5 weeks of the season. But I think Minkah Fitzpatrick is better than anything they got. TJ Watt is better than what I'm saying. So it's you take you do what you do against that team, you should be fine against Buffalo. Like is a level of defense there. Like I said, even though you ain't played up to a level, I still think it's a level of defense there. A difference level of defense between y'all and them. I just think it's different. I just think AFC no football. This is what it's about. This is playing in the cold, running the ball, and doing what you got to do. That's what I think this game gonna come down to.
I miss my guys, man. Y'all don't wanna?
No, we good.
No,
we want to go to Disney World.
Some joints here.
I'm going to Colombia.
Some joints here.
Yo,
there's some joint. Me no speaking. No, all right. Y'all want to play football? That's cool. That's all right. We can go. Matter of fact, Keith, I am going to talk about my stupid ass team after the break. Let's go to the first commercial break. Nitty Gritty.
When I want some sports news, Nitty Gritty is definitely who I'm tuning into, man. They show up each week with that uncut, that raw, that unfiltered sports news.
They say the things that everyone else wishes that they can say, but they can't.
Every Tuesday and Saturday, I am locked into my favorite sports show, Nitty Gritty.
Nitty Gritty, the best show out right now. Tune in and listen, stupid.
I don't even want to call it a curtain. Whatever the hell this is, drop it.
So talk about what I text earlier too when you get a chance to about the Justin.
Yeah, because I want to ask you where that came from, because that was actually the first time I heard that. But before we get to that, Tomlin had his end of the year presser, the annual word vomit presser. We're gonna change. I'm tired of losing. Standard this, standard that, and then my best friend Adam Schefter says expect minimal change within the Steelers coaching. Yo, shit is frustrating because you see the issue, like you see the problem, and Rooney just does not want to pay somebody to go away. Like if you get Pittsburgh is the best job to have. If you get a contract with Pittsburgh, they're gonna see that shit through, no matter job performance, evaluation, no matter what it looks like on the field. you're gonna be able to fulfill your contract. So I guess in it's a great destination, but how that last 5 weeks ended, it's no way that you can justify Pat Meyer, the O-line coach, staying. Our left tackle and our right tackle led the league in sacks given up. Those are high paid positions, and they led the league in sacks given up with 12 and 11. That's trash. That's trash. Especially when outside of Dan Moore, you're talking about high draft picks, right? A coach should be able to coach that, develop that. To bring him back is malpractice. It's malpractice. It's lazy, man. It's lazy. You gotta. What's the motive in Pittsburgh? Is it winning? Regular seasons? You just banking for people to support tickets, merch? It's not fair to the people that spend the money on y'all. It's really not. You keep bringing back this product. Terrell Austin, Keith Butler, when he was here, we led the league in sacks every year he was here. Talk 53, 57, 55. Terrell Austin, his 3 years, 40, 47, 43. I mean, it's right there in front of you. And granted, Tomlin has his hand in everything, but it's right there. Like, we were called Blitzburg for a reason at one point. We only blitz when the pressure's on, right? It's not even, it's all predictable. So the fact that he said it's going to be changes, I'm tired of getting lied to. I'm tired of getting lied to. I feel like a B word, right? I'm gonna treat you right, okay? Still do the same old shit. I thought you said you weren't gonna come back home at 2:30 in the morning. I'm not gonna do it no more.
Score a bust down.
Yeah, like, yo, why you treat me this way?
That's crazy.
Why you treat me this way, baby? Why you treat me this way? It's sickening. Of course, I predicted all the trade scenarios. So Keys, where did you hear that from?
That was on Pit Radio. That was just a hypothetical.
Oh,
they were saying, like, you know,
they throwing darts at a wall.
Yeah, what you want to do? I mean, the fact is that they were saying, like, no, like, I don't understand. Y'all need a quarterback. Like, that's your main thing.
I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. When Pittsburgh loses and you got a city that has the Pirates and the Penguins, you ain't got shit to talk about. So you just gotta make up shit. So I ain't mad at them. I would entertain it. Now, you said a first. Like, if Khalil Mack retires, no, I'm not giving you a first because you need TJ Watt. Hell no. I feel like Justin Herbert and TJ is even.
Fuck no.
Why ain't it even?
Because TJ older. You had to give up a pick. You had to give up a pick.
Yo,
I ain't giving you a first, though.
Herbert could be your quarterback for the next 15 years. Nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a franchise quarterback.
TJ Watt falling apart.
TJ ain't ready to back the last how many snaps?
Yo, TJ Watt 3 years ago, of course, hell no, absolutely. But now,
TJ was 25.
You talking about, yo,
Not
he had a
TJ
12
Watt
sack
was a
year.
trash dummy last
Yo, it's
year.
crazy. Yo, you know what's crazy? He had a 12 sack year, and we talking about him like it was shit. You know why?
But you're not trading for last year. You're trading for the next 3 or 4 years.
No, I'm talking about this.
I'm saying you're not trading.
He's
for
another
last
year
year.
older.
Now, if you're
at the
telling
start
me
of next season.
if he falling off a cliff, then I don't.
It ain't a cliff, but it's still not.
He ain't
like
still
you
going
said,
up.
It's definitely not a cliff, but it's the future, Skull. Like, you train for somebody for Justin Herbert gonna be in Pittsburgh. If y'all was to do that just at 10, 12 years, probably win y'all Super Bowl. If
I would entertain it, but I gotta talk you off that first.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you in a position to talk anybody? Did you see Russell?
Always in a position.
Because that's the other side.
Here's the position. All right, cool. All right, cool.
That's the other side.
And if I'm at that negotiating table, I've seen Justin Herbert in the playoffs too, and that's what I'm paying for.
What's that got to do with what you're like? Again,
to keep my first round pick, you gotta say that.
Niggas said the same thing about Matt Stafford, and they ain't talking no more.
Okay,
it's a team game.
I'm just negotiating to get. I want him.
If I'm the Chargers, I'm like that.
Pick. All right, cool.
You go with Justin Fields.
You may have to give it that. Like, he's a franchise.
Oh.
He's a franchise quarterback, so and you thinking about it like this. They know you. So you want to go into the season next year. You cannot go into the season next year with Justin Fields just starting quarterback. It's going.
See, here's the thing. This is all hypothetical because he is like this talk right here. It's not happening. It's not happening. No matter how much I would entertain it, and again, I would entertain it. It's not happening.
If the Browns get Kirk Cousins and y'all bring back Russell or Justin,
If the Browns get who?
Kirk Cousins back with his old offensive coordinator, are you guys the worst team in the AFC North potentially?
No.
You guys would be the same.
We're going to be the same people we were this year. They said we was going to be the worst team last year.
You ended up being it. I mean, those fairy tale wins.
You can't be the worst team. You can't be the worst.
Fairy tale wins in the beginning of the season.
But you can't be the worst team.
Like every season.
They won 3 games, Nick.
Y'all not that good.
We won, and we still won 10. We've never been that good, and we always get 10.
Yeah, man.
You can't say I'm the worst team with 3 win Cleveland, Nick. Come on.
I just think y'all need a quarterback. Y'all need to do anything y'all to get.
Y'all
need a quarterback.
Y'all
I don't deny that.
6-7 win team, and then y'all hate the coach that elevates y'all to 10 wins.
Is he the reason? Is 10 wins the plateau though?
It's not the personnel.
Is that
where Arthur Smith?
Is that where you want to go?
You just said it. You just said it's not Terrell Austin.
It is him, and it's also Mike Tomlin. It's also Mike Tomlin.
So when y'all winning games, who got the credit for? Who
is it the light schedule that you just said, or is it Mike Tomlin? You make up your mind.
The light schedule and Mike Tomlin, nigga.
Yeah, is it?
I like Mike Tomlin. I like Mike Tomlin versus a team that's tanking.
Is that who you playing in January?
No, not at all.
All right then. So Mike Tomlin need to be better, right?
All the y'all
Mike Tomlin need to hire better, right?
Y'all need
Mike Tomlin need to scout better, right? He's right there too. Mike Tomlin right there too.
Roster management. Where was your wide receiver too all year, Skull?
He's right there too.
Where was your running back? Y'all don't even know that Jaylen Warren's your best running back yet.
He's right there too. Any situation you bring up, Nick, he is right there.
Who, Tomlin?
So fire him. So fire him.
If I owned that motherfucker, he would have been gone 10 years ago.
And you think that's the magical? That's the magical.
Talk to Keith.
Firing the guy that helped you guys win games.
All right. Didn't y'all want John Harbaugh fired?
Harbaugh's not the reason for anything.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Didn't y'all want John Harbaugh fired?
Yeah, but he ain't make the playoffs 3 straight years, and he had like losing seasons.
Y'all wanted him fired after the AFC Championship game.
Skull, you can't sit here and say that when you.
I don't even know why
y'all keep losing. So y'all keep losing. So what are we doing?
Y'all haven't won a playoff game in 8 years.
And whose fault is that?
Whose fault? You tell me.
Whose fault is that? I am telling you. You telling me it's not. I am telling you. I am telling you. He picked him.
I fall for the words of the serpent.
He picked him, right?
So the GM gets no culpability. None of y'all GMs get culpability.
That one got fired. The one who did all the choosing too, he got fired. But Tomlin helped his ass too.
And Khan ain't been. Now we're looking at it. Khan ain't been that good.
You was talking about Omar Khan in the summer. Where he at?
He had 2 drafts. He had 2 drafts.
How did they help you last year? I mean, this past year. What did the draft do to help you?
Who did he draft? Outside Broderick was
Joey
looked
Porter
bad.
last year. He got Joey Porter last year.
What's wrong with Joey Porter?
He a hack.
What's wrong with Joey Porter?
Answer the question. Defense like you can't play. He literally gives up first downs every drive.
Rookie season and an
up and down second season. Okay,
all right. So we'll leave.
That's the nature of the NFL. Was he a bad player? Is Joey Porter a bad player?
No.
Is he this great player?
Okay. No, is that answer? Then let's go to the other pick. So he picked Broderick Jones.
You thought he was because you brought him up like he was elite, like he's Patrick Peterson or some shit.
I brought him up because
Broderick Jones has not lived up to the hype from Jordan.
Now Broderick Jones, no, but he also drafted Zach Frazier.
Yeah, okay.
What you mean?
That's half of the battle. That's half of the battle.
That's half the battle.
What about signing players? What about free agencies?
That's half of the battle, Skull. He
brought in
Justin Field. He brought in Russell Wilson. Let me tell you something about Russell Wilson. He's done. He's been done since Seattle. I don't care what nobody say about this.
I didn't want him. I didn't want him.
You one in the season.
You were talking cash. What you talking about?
I was talking cash when Russell got here.
Yes, you were.
Hey, y'all don't believe these narratives. I was talking cash. I just say he needed to be better than Kenny. If that's cat, whoa. If me saying he need, whoa. I just say give me the 26 touchdowns.
Even that he still sucked with the 26 touchdowns. They benched him.
I don't want to hear about the
money.
Look. I said be better than Kenny. Give me the 26 touchdowns and play clean football.
Was he better than Kenny?
Yeah,
really? I mean, numbers wise, yeah, but was he really better than Kenny?
Better than Kenny with the same results?
Yes, he was better than Kenny. Kenny didn't even get to the playoffs. He quit. So what's the same result? He didn't even get there.
He got hurt.
He definitely did quit.
He got hurt.
No. He was healthy. He quit.
He got hurt.
He was healthy. Nick, I'm telling you, he was healthy.
Did he not?
Did not want to go back in there.
Did he not go out of the starting lineup because he was injured?
And he was healthy.
Mason started winning games, right?
And he was healthy to come back, and he did not want to go back in.
But get the whole context. Mason started winning games, right?
And he also had the opportunity to go back in, and he did not want to. He quit.
Why did?
Is what I'm telling you. What context are you looking for?
Why did he quit?
Because they were winning, and he did not want to go back in. They said, "Oh, they ride with Mason. I'm gonna take my ball and go home."
Oh,
the same
riding.
thing
Let's add the they riding with Mason part.
It was his job, and he said, "Nah."
So,
same thing they did with Russell.
It can't be your job.
They stopped Russell. I'm going home.
Yo, if they're riding
same thing they did with Russell. But it's the
Yeah.
same thing they did with Russell though. When they signed Russell, what did he do? Oh, I'm taking him. I don't want to compete.
So did Justin Fields quit?
No, he didn't quit.
When he said, "When I know Russell's a starter and I'm just playing my role," did he quit?
What does that have to do with the price of rice in China? It's a different. It's not the same.
Russell as a comparison. You said it's the exact same thing.
I said he was better than Kenny. You brought up Justin for something. I don't know why you brought up Justin.
Yo, you just brought up Russell Wilson, brother.
Hey, still wait till I cut this up Monday because you talking about Russell Wilson a lot.
What do you mean? Why you look so? Oh, you talk about Russell Wilson a lot. What does that mean? Like, cut it up. I don't give a fuck. Like, what are you talking about?
You just said you wasn't hyping him up.
Y'all say you was talking cash money about Russell.
I'm sitting there looking at a video
just
right now. He's talking about his play in Denver wasn't bad. They just stopped him because of.
I just said be better than Kenny. Well, you thought we was gonna get a franchise quarterback?
Niggas let 7 months go by and act like we just forgot.
Yeah,
all right.
Y'all forget when I said
10 months ago.
Just be better than Kenny.
I ain't forget you.
How was be better? Like, what are you forgetting?
As 10-3 with Russell, y'all was beating y'all trust about Russell Wilson. I still was saying he sucked.
I said he was playing good, and I was shocked.
He still, man, it was a mirage. He's not good anymore. He's not
He
good.
didn't finish.
It was a facade.
He didn't finish.
Oh, once they got a tape on it. Once they got a tape on it.
Here's the thing with fans. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing with fans. Now, here's the thing with fans. Because Keys.
Yo,
I remember when you thought Brandon Stevens was going to be an All-Pro.
Yeah, before the
and
then we said he sucked. And then we said he sucked.
All right, then. So now that I say Russell, you bring it up, but you was talking cash money about him.
You was just asking for Kansas City a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
But Brandon Stevens. I ain't seen nothing to take with Brandon Stevens.
So your attitude about your team changed very drastically.
Why did it change? Why did it change, Nick? Because I remember a month ago, it was doom and gloom for y'all. And then what? It changed. Don't look shocked. You look shocked. Oh, yes, it changed.
Comparing us? Why you keep comparing us? You comparing
because you're not holding yourself to the same standard. Why?
It wasn't doom and gloom. We just wanted to play better. We was never doom.
At 10-3,
I was never I was never doom and gloom at 8-5.
Yeah, you were.
I never said we wasn't making the playoffs.
You conceded the division.
You can see games back. Yeah, you claimed the division. We was 2 games back with 4 games left. Of course, we would concede the division. Why wouldn't we?
Y'all the one that lost.
It was doom and gloom. But again, why would I come in here? But why would I come in here? Why would I come in here?
Oh, a month ago.
And why would I come in here after losing 4 in a row and then say,
"No, back it up.
Why?
Back it up.
Why?
When you can,
would that make sense? Like for real, would that make sense?
But what I'm saying is, it doesn't.
Like, why wouldn't it change?
At 10-3, you shouldn't be feeling that way because Russell Wilson was never going to be the answer. Even if you're playing well, you should be like. That's what I kept on trying to hit. Remember I told you I said this is gonna be worse than the season. I said this,
and that also had to do with the defense too, Nick. Tell the whole story if you're gonna tell the whole story.
Oh, now you want to tell the whole story, nigga. Now you
the one that's you talking about when Russ got in there. We went from averaging 20 points to 28. That's not something to be celebrated. Yeah. 1 and then 2. The defense was playing like what?
Team in the NFL.
If you want to win a ring, who the fuck we gonna beat? The Dolphins?
Y'all was never winning a ring though. Not this year. Even at 10-3, nobody. Y'all.
You thought you thought you was gonna win a ring with that team.
With the way the defense would tell the whole story, it was also the way the defense was playing. They both sucked at the same time.
Our defense was
so take us out of that.
So that's all I'm saying.
And that 10-3, y'all beat.
Tell the whole story. That's all I'm saying.
And to get the 10 wins, y'all beat us. To get the 10 wins, the first time. What about the other teams y'all played that defense? Y'all didn't play anybody to get them 10 wins. Y'all didn't beat anybody.
And what did I also and then was I coming in here?
Schedule. You play your schedule.
Absolutely. So when y'all defense got better, who was y'all playing?
What do you mean?
You playing the fucking Giants. That's what I mean.
We played Jaw. We played Houston.
It works.
What are you talking about?
It worked. Houston that was struggling. It works both
Houston
ways.
Just won a playoff game. What
unlike
are you talking about, man?
They wasn't struggling when y'all played them.
Unlike y'all.
You see what I'm saying?
They won a playoff game. That's why they it don't matter if they struggle.
So y'all schedule was so y'all schedule was easy on the back end. It worked both ways.
We also took care of business early. See, we've got 9 wins versus a team over 500. Like, don't make it sound against the back end.
And so did we.
We beat the Chargers.
So did we.
What, 9 wins over team 500?
We blew out
Denver. We beat Denver.
We beat Cincinnati.
We beat Cincinnati.
A team y'all couldn't beat.
We beat them once.
The season.
We beat them once, and that was the main. Was like, oh shit, we scored 44 points.
That was the fluke. Y'all tried to do it.
That's why I told
they asked y'all to do it again, and y'all couldn't.
That's why I told him should really be fired though, because after that game, he switched up the whole game plan. I don't understand that. Like, I don't get that. They should just.
I see it, but I mean, if Nick want to be one of the people on ESPN that says Mike Tomlin will get picked up right away,
who you replacing them with? Who you replacing them with?
The same people that you would want Harbaugh replaced with.
No, I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you because we have Lamar, so we have that part figured out. Ben Johnson can coach Lamar. Who's coaching fucking Justin Fields, Skull?
Give me the motherfucker that coach at JUCO on Netflix at this point.
We not the same, Skull. Like, we got our inside quarterback. It don't matter who coach. John Harbaugh ain't that good. It don't matter who fucking coaches Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's fucking Lamar Jackson.
Okay, you still wanted them fired, right?
Who's
coaching? And then when people wanted them
Johnson gets coaches fired.
All of them people would say, "Who are we going to replace John Harbaugh with? He wins." So it's the same thing, dog.
You really trying to give John Harbaugh?
I'm not giving John Harbaugh nothing.
Yeah, because you always say pissed down his leg. You gonna get? I don't want to hear you.
I'm not giving John Harbaugh nothing. But I do know when people say fire Harbaugh and y'all people at the end of the bar, he could get anybody. Well, Mike Tomlin ain't Bill Belichick, and he got fired. So
somebody dumps Neil Long. You think somebody ain't gonna come out behind them?
Hey, Email Doka say I had Neil Long and said, you know what? Don't give a fuck. Right?
You crazy, Scott.
He brought up Neil Long, not me. Not me.
He was down bad for a little bit.
And then he bounced back, right?
And it's gonna take y'all a little bit to bounce back. Y'all gonna have to find a quarterback. Y'all gonna have to tank.
All right, it's part of the job.
Gonna help you tank. Tell me about that.
It's part of the job. But when GMs and coaches are saying, yeah, they're good because they don't change, but they don't win playoff games because they don't change. All right, what kind of backhanded compliment is that?
But also, Thursday, go. Tell me what's your idea about the quarterback position? Like, what direction you want to go in?
I told you last week. See what Justin is. If he sucks, you put yourself in a position to get a franchise quarterback.
You know he sucked though. So
then ride that out.
What's going to change from the Justin Fields from the last 4 years to next year? What's going to change?
I never said give him a 5-year deal.
So I mean, but still, so basically,
you can have him for $15 million and then see where he is.
But yeah, you sit here, you talk, you open your Steeler breakdown about how you're not changing, but you want to keep Justin Fields. That's not changing either. That's
for
not
a year. Who are you getting next year that's going to change your franchise? Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. But why not?
Gotta be a fire year.
Why not? It doesn't have to be. That's what I'm saying. If it's a 5 year, why not get a young quarterback and really make it let him learn? Let him get in there, whatever. Trade up, draft, or go get a veteran.
How to trade for a quarterback?
Yeah, Kyler. I'm pretty sure they will move off of Kyler Murray, dog.
Like, Jackson Dart. I don't want. No, he's fucking short. No, he ain't the answer.
Now you're being picky.
I'm being picky.
Somebody who wants Justin Fields back is being picky.
I don't want Justin Fields back permanently. Like, y'all are purposely missing what I'm saying. And y'all act like y'all don't let him quarterback for a year so you can get in position to get a quarterback.
We don't mind winning the AFC North. This is home for us.
Take it. We'll win 10 games with Justin Fields. So that's like we'll find out. We won 10.
Got any more bum teams on that?
He's not. It's always going to be bums.
Once he got start throwing the ball, it's not going.
It's always going to be bums. Yo, dog. We won 10 with Duck. We won 10 with Duck. We won 10 with Doug.
The defense is way better. The defense is way better.
We won 10 with Doug. Like, the defense is going to come back. The defense is going to come back. The defense is going to get turnovers. The defense is going to get sacks. Like, that's what it is. Is it going to be held up in December? Is it going to be held up in January? That's the problem. But by the time we get to December and January, we'll have about 9 to 10 win quota.
TJ will be what?
31.
So you're annoying.
I'm annoying.
Next October.
How am I annoying? No. Stop. How am I annoying?
Because you said y'all gonna reach out quota. Like
what it is. Like, am I wrong?
Meet y'all quota. We y'all good. Y'all meet y'all quota. No, we're not wrong. But I'm saying why. That's why I'm saying
Like,
you making a fire. Yeah, yo, trade up to get a quarterback. Trade up, see what you got to do to quarterback, and make that your final quarterback and rebuild.
I want to keep George. That's personal. Okay. I can understand why they won't, but I want to keep George.
How do you? If they trade George.
That's my thing. What are you doing?
I feel like that'd be.
It's already a weakness on the team. It's already the weakness on the team as is with George. So now, if you trade George, are you banking on getting T? Because I tell you, if you trade George and then draft a Mecca at 21, that's still not enough.
Yeah, can we all agree? Can we all agree as far as all the?
I wish I let that go.
Last week, y'all had the worst roster.
Said the worst roster?
Yeah, by far.
Can we agree?
What, in the AFC North or in the playoffs?
Just in the playoffs in general.
Like, in the playoffs, yeah.
Just the playoffs.
Y'all got the worst roster. Y'all got the worst roster in the AFC North too. Like, y'all got the worst roster. Y'all bottom half. Like, y'all got like bottom half 5. Y'all. So we just.
So that means Stefanski is the worst coach.
I don't think Stefanski. I don't think Stefanski don't got nothing to do with it though. The roster. I mean,
I don't. They
didn't have a quarterback. They didn't have a quarterback either.
Neither did we. So what is it?
You're not giving Tomlin respect.
I do respect Tomlin. I do respect Tomlin.
You can't say he sucks and then Tomlin sucks at the same time.
No. I don't think Tomlin sucks, but I think Tomlin's old, and I think Tomlin is stubborn, and Tomlin needs to go.
So
because of that,
you fired Tomlin. If you had any choice, and you could get that choice, who's the choice? Any coach that's available.
Any coach
outside.
Outside
you can't dig John Madden up, but
no, I don't want John Madden. Yo, dog, it is offensive innovators out there that can be had. Go get. Hey, the thing is, they won't pay, and that's what's handicapping.
You said
they pay tough. Ben Johnson, Cliff Kingsbury. It's that ilk of coach. You telling me that he can't be good?
You bring in Ben, right? Are you doing the bridge quarterback for a year, or are you going to commit to tanking? Because bridge quarterback, it depends. You could still be in that mix to try to compete for a playoff spot, or you can kind of pivot and be trash. But do you just go in there?
I don't think we'll be completely trash with Justin Fields. And I also like Tomlin when he said, hey, you also don't need a top 10 pick. I mean, he was valid when he said Lamar Jackson and all of that. And that's a generational guy. I get it. But he's saying you can find good guys
like
anywhere in the draft. Like, I understand that. You don't have to win 2 games and thinking that you're going to draft Trevor Lawrence. And
y'all can't even draft him at pick 21 or 22, though.
Kenny aside, that was a complete mistake.
So was Najee.
A complete mistake.
That Kenny was a complete mistake.
Najee was a mistake too.
Najee, that's a 50-50. You got to tell the whole story with that. Najee also has a horrible offensive line. Coached offensive line. Let me say that.
And he's slow.
And he's not good.
Yeah, Najee got like 85 speed, yo. Like
you can be good with 85 speed.
Yeah, I don't even think it's 85. It's more like 75.
All right, Key. Right. But anyway, it's ways to fix this without bringing everybody back. Because bringing everybody back ain't the answer either.
Y'all might have to.
I just seen y'all give up 300 yards rushing, and you stay here, you telling me that the quarterback we're gonna bring Justin Fields back, we're gonna bring TJ Watt back, we're gonna bring Kane Hayward back. Y'all just give 300 yards rushing, dog. Blow it up. Start it over. It's done. It's done. The
y'all gotta go to Lions, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, as a fan of the team, y'all yelling at me like y'all need to be yelling at Art Rooney, man. I make no decisions there. I want the shit fucked up too, but it ain't going to happen. So you know what I'm not going to do is come up with these crazy hypotheticals on how to get Justin fucking Herbert, because it's not going to happen. I'm not going to waste my time on, hey, we could get Justin Herbert and he could be the 3rd best quarterback in the AFC North. We could really compete. It's not going to happen.
But it don't got. But I'm saying, like, even still, you can
not gonna happen.
Trade up and get a quarterback like
Jackson Dart. You tell me how good Jackson Dart is.
How McCord? Like it's
Kyle McCord. Did he throw 6 interceptions against Clemson or some shit?
But everybody have a bad game. Don't mean any bad quarterback.
That bad at home.
So
tell me about Jackson Dart.
What about Jackson Dart?
Because the Jets also picked Zach Wilson at 3, and
I don't think Jackson Dart is that good.
So that ain't always the answer either.
Yeah, I don't think Jackson Dart that good. I think Kyle McCord is a better prospect, and I think y'all.
Where's Ken Rosen?
The problem y'all have is y'all don't know how to. Tomlin not develop.
Where's Ken Rosen?
That's what it comes down to.
But the hypothetical started with you having Ben Johnson in all of this too. So you wouldn't want a nice young quarterback to be paired with a nice young.
I agree with you. If Tomlin and coach,
let me speak like I'm playing Madden. Don't draft basically what I'm doing.
Don't draft no quarterback with Tomlin and coach. Don't draft no quarterback with Tomlin.
So that's where we at, though, Sco.
I'm playing Madden.
For y'all to be relevant, y'all got to play Madden.
I'm playing Madden right now, and I'm a fire him, and I'm gonna get generic face coach, and I'm gonna set him up with a nice young quarterback. Yeah, that's gonna work. Tomlin's not going anywhere. That's the problem. And not only is he not going anywhere, he's also bringing back Artie Smith, and he's bringing back Terrell Austin. And not only is he going to bring them back, he's not going to let them coach. He's going to tell Artie Smith, hey, I know we scored 44 points against this team, but throwing is risky, and I want to run it 50 times. So that's what we're going to do today.
Man, y'all, we're going to be in this to have the same conversation next January about y'all. And
okay.
It's gonna because Justin Fields decided to run it back with Justin. But I mean, I already know from his end of the season presser that Justin Fields is going to be the answer going in.
He already said he was a starter.
Yeah.
And y'all want me to talk about Justin Herbert. He already said, I seen enough from Justin Fields for him, his favorite saying, for him to have pole position. That's what he said. So what you want me to do with that?
When I think about pole position, I think about Noam. I think about the club. That's what I think about pole.
Like, what you want me to?
That pole position.
So what you want me to do with that? Like, y'all yelling and all of this shit. What you want me to do with that? That's what he said.
I just don't like how y'all talking about change. And Arthur Smith, there's reports that came out that Arthur Smith and Russell Wilson was beefing, and Arthur Smith preferred Justin Fields. And you're talking about bringing back Justin Fields, which is diving deeper into Arthur Smith's bag. So y'all coming back with the same Arthur Smith bullshit. Justin Fields, like that's going to sit there and shake shit up. And then you're talking about trading George Pickens.
I literally just came on here and was talking about no change. Nick,
no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's what you want me to do. What you want me to do?
Change. Say you want to trade TJ Watt and trade up and get a pick, even if you don't think it's going to happen.
Hey Keith, hang up on who you got on the phone and call up Mike Tomlin for me.
Shut up.
I mean, like. What you want me to do? I'm a DM Mike Tomlin. Say, you know what, nigga? You know what, Omar? You ain't no coach, Jay Reed. You ain't no coach, Jay Reed. And this is how you be a coach. I'm gonna give him bullet points. I don't know what you want me to do, yo.
1st and 10.
I don't know what you want me to do, yo. I feel like I got the vision. I feel like it. Keith, the conversations when we was losing 45-43 to Jacksonville. What did I say then to you? Probably, yo, he got.
No, you've been saying Tomlin gotta go for a while.
I ain't new to this. I've just come accustomed to he's not gonna go anywhere.
Hey man, don't be surprised if y'all not as good as you think you guys may be.
Now here's the thing: you can't keep saying that it's Tomlin and why we winning, and then say don't be surprised when we not that good. See, the problem is he's good enough to get the 9 to 10 wins.
Schedule permitting. And it seems to always work out in your favor as far as who you guys play. That 11 no scope, same script.
But we was beating teams, but we was putting up points until we wasn't. It's always until we wasn't.
The year before this season, you know what I mean? That shit was going good until you ran into New England and Arizona.
Shit was not pretty last year.
It was all good until you lost to them teams.
Not pretty last year.
It just seems like every year you guys start off beating these mediocre teams. Y'all feel good. Y'all talk.
See, but here's the thing though. If y'all say we suck, then we beating the teams that's on our level, right? Can't have it both ways. All right, then. So we beating the teams we supposed to beat. We're good enough.
Coaching.
Good coaching could have us.
That's the
good coaching could have us beating good teams, and that's the problem.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna beat us.
No more. That's done.
That's done.
That's done. It's y'all turn to win.
Let's try to get a quarterback.
Yeah, that's done.
Let's try to get a quarterback.
Isaiah like you said, it's over, bro. Yeah, feel me? Derrick Henry said, "Nah, we ain't doing that no more."
Y'all tired? Y'all was tired of losing to Kenny and all of them?
Yeah. Hell yeah,
it's a wrap.
Right. Listen, Skull. I know there's a new chief in town, so to speak.
It's crazy. Two wins.
I got to use a different word. I can't.
2 wins to do that.
Can you mention the name?
And that now you see why I want Tomlin fired, because that's how y'all talking after 2 wins.
Hey man, those are 2 crazy wins, go. Those were ass whipping.
The last one's more crazier than the regular season one. Because the regular season one,
the pick six felt good though.
because that was turnovers. Like I could go to the turnovers and say that's why we lost that game. Nobody turned the ball over in the playoffs. That was just from second 1 to 60 minutes. Ass whoop. So cool, you can have that one, but nah, man. I mean, I'm not. It's cool for content on, and I'm up to do it. But realistically, it ain't no training up to get no quarterback. They're not gonna do that. That's why I keep saying Jackson Dart. Who are they gonna trade up to get?
Keith, what's the dude's name off of TikTok? Blitzen Blicky?
Blicky Bayless.
See, I didn't know his name either.
Sorry,
And I apologize.
Man, there's no hope. Sorry, Blicky.
He had less hope than me. So just imagine
because
what
he
sound
a
like.
realist. That's why.
And I have no hope. Yo, y'all act like this is hope. I'm saying get rid of people, and y'all are yelling at me saying no, keep them.
I'm gonna get Blicky on over the off season, man, so we can talk Steelers Ravens.
I would appreciate that. I would appreciate that. Because I mean, hey, I don't need backup. That's one thing I don't need. I don't need backup. I hold my own. I hold my own. But yeah, it's obviously they talk about trading. What you want me to do? You want to trade the best offensive weapon we got because he be late? George, don't be late.
It's more than that. It's more than that. But
that was what did it, though.
I don't agree that y'all.
But that's what did it, though. When that report came out, and I ain't gonna lie, I was confused.
Well, trade him, of course, but
of course,
you don't want to trade him.
Don't trade him until you have a contingency. Until you stock up that cupboard.
You would think they would learn, right?
Trade him without the cupboard. Get rid of him right
no.
now. Trade him right now.
And don't get me wrong, Deontay might be a worse head case than we originally thought.
Yeah.
Like he might be worse.
Not even a head case. He's just a crash out.
Yeah.
I guess that's a head case. Yeah, he a crash out.
Yeah.
You know how many times I go to work and give niggas fake smiles and hold my tongue?
Yeah.
If they heard,
like, sometimes you
heard all the things I wanted to say at work.
So I had one job where I was Deontay Johnson at my previous job. Like I was Deontay Johnson, I was George Pickens. Like I was them. And I learned from that. So this one, sometimes I spit out blood, because hey, sometimes you just gotta. But if you see your team winning,
it's about self-awareness, bro.
Yeah, if you see your team winning, you got one
on your last straw with these.
This is your 4th team in 1 year, dog. Like that is unprecedented.
These owners have sent a message to you that they ain't playing with you.
You are the Ish Smith of football. You gotta relax.
He on his Gilbert Arenas track. Like you gonna not take this serious enough to where it's gonna get you out the league.
The money's gone. Like I can't see.
Now you're gonna get signed for a vet. Now you're gonna have to pay for the vet minimum.
Yeah, you're gonna
have a good year, a great year, exactly.
And you're gonna have to have more than a good year. You got to be a good Samaritan now. Like now you adding on more factors.
And now because you've proven yourself to be unreliable and not a team player, according to multiple franchises.
Yeah,
you're gonna come in with the vet minimum, but you're also gonna come in. You were complaining about targets before. You're not gonna have any targets coming in. You're gonna have to earn all of that because now we got to prove a point to you. Not even prove a point to you, but this is a team game. You're not bigger than the team. You got to prove to us that you understand that before we put more on your plate. So he's fucked himself long term, short term.
Yeah.
And that's the definition of a crash out.
Yeah. I can't imagine being a 29-year-old wide receiver with immense talent having to get it out the mud. Because he's going to have to get it out the mud. You're going to be wide receiver 4 on somebody's roster, and they're going to make you prove that you're a good teammate before you earn targets. And you're gonna be looking at guys that you better than. Same shit that happened in Baltimore. Like we had that talk, and it's like, yo, I can see you being pissed off. In Pittsburgh, yo, Kenny, your quarterback, I can see you being pissed off. But
this goofy should get me on two separate teams. Should be ready for a divisional right now. Like he's goofy. That's what I'm saying. He's goofy.
He ain't
like they gotta calm you down in the locker room, and everybody. Now I don't know why they smoking cigars for beating the Chargers, but
take that shit to your crib. Like if you're angry and frustrated, and like, go home and wild out. Like
go to your girl, be like, yo, I
play the game. Eyes is on you because now they looking at you like, we heard about what happened in Baltimore. We ain't give you targets this game. How you reacting to that? They testing you, bro. You gotta be smarter than that.
Yeah, like for nothing. Carolina's offense looked better without you.
Pretty much.
And they just gave you up for nothing.
Nobody missing the beat. The only people missing the beat
us,
is
because
y'all.
us, because we didn't replace them. So
exactly.
us. But
Sco, did you like the tweet that said never try to rehabilitate a Steelers wide receiver?
Nah, I did not. I'm seeing some crazy. So
I mean, that shit is true though. Like once y'all say, all right,
once we let them go, if we done with them, historically, we weren't done. Like Emmanuel Sanders and Mike Williams left on different terms, but Martavius Bryant, Antonio Brown, Deontay Johnson, Chase
and Emmanuel
Claypool.
needed Peyton Manning. You know what I mean? Like,
and him and Ben didn't get along. He said Ben was an asshole, so they didn't get along. But yeah, outside of those two, and you got to look for future draft picks. If they draft you, you got to look at how they feel about you as a man. For the last couple of drafts, they might think the worst of you if we draft you as a wide receiver. Like, we think you're a little off up here. You need therapy. You need Dr. Joyce. You need all kind of help if we draft you.
Y'all
welcome to the insane asylum.
Obviously, Plaxico Burress, Chase Claypool. Like y'all have had some wild niggas.
High Warren wasn't wrapped too tight. He just kept it on the field, but I mean, he was breaking motherfuckers' jaws and was happy about it, right? Like, no remorse. But it's gonna be a lot of. If you listen to us frequently, how I talk about the Orioles is how I'm going to be talking about the Steelers for the next probably year or so. At least.
Bring me Mahomes.
At least. So let's get on to the guys who are not in Cancun. So speaking of Mahomes, 4:30 game, Texans travel to Arrowhead, take on Patty. Will the Chiefs have any rust? Will it matter that they've been off for a month? How does this game play out?
I mean, it might at first. They mean a drive or two, maybe, just to get their feeling on it. But this is not their first rodeo. They are 3-time champions for a reason. They're gonna get it together. The question is, is Houston gonna show up? Are they gonna be able to get pressure? They saw Nico Collins. Are they gonna be able to move the ball? It's gonna be tough for Houston to do all that. I do give them a shot. I think they, like I said, they coming off a big win. They have been playing, like you said, and the Chiefs haven't, but I just think pedigree going to win out. When you got 15 over there, and Kelsey probably, about to turn up, and then they going to unleash the new DeAndre Hopkins. We're going to see hella routes from him that we never seen before. Hollywood is he's there. Yeah, I think they just going to be too much for Houston. I do give Houston a chance, but I just don't think this is going to be too much. Like I said, Houston played them well last time they played them, though. I give them that. And they played them well until Tank went down. Then they just emotionally they couldn't do it anymore. So I do give them that. But yeah, I think like how we talked about the Houston Chargers game, about Houston being too banged up. The Chargers just couldn't get it done. I think this is the game where we show where we see where Houston they too hurt. They too hurt offensively. Not enough weapons to go in there and compete with Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's BTA. Especially because this is what the Chiefs have been waiting for. This is when they wake up and sit up in their chair. When you're playing the game, now you all right. It's time to get to it. Travis Kelce, you're gonna see him just reinvigorated. And who knows, this might be his last season. We never know how these players are going about this. It looks like the way he was kind of coasting through the regular season that, maybe the interest isn't as much as the interest isn't there for the grind. I think the interest is there to win. The interest is there to be great, but for the grind that comes with the NFL season, I don't know if it's there. Who knows? This might be his last year. You got DeAndre, you got a hungry Marquise that's on a 1-year deal that was injured all season, that a great pro season would help him in free agency. Xavier Worthy. I mean, you got Isaiah Pacheco, who's a week healthier now. Kareem Hunt still in the fold. Like these boys, I'm sorry, I just don't see how the Texans compete. Yeah, they released Deontay Johnson, but that's not saying that they have a lot behind Nico Collins. I understand why he's mad. I saw Xavier Hutchinson running out there, running routes, not doing anything, just getting cardio, and I just don't see the path for victory. And then you're talking about the Houston Texans offensive line versus Chris Jones, Andy Reid in a playoff setting. Like there's about to be play calls that we haven't seen all season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and they They had a month.
Last time they played was Christmas. That's why, I mean, you talk about Andy Reid regular season record off of a bye. You give him almost 3 weeks now to just enter new plays into the playbook. I mean, they're going to really open up Pandora's box. So I agree with Nick. I think they win by more than a touchdown tomorrow. I just don't know if the Texans got enough. I think their one shining moment was last Saturday.
8.5.
One shining moment is always funny.
That's my favorite part of March Madness, man.
Oh, you're on the montage, Skull. Yes, Cam Sutton is definitely on the montage.
Oh shit, he's gonna be in the NFL honors. Yeah,
yo,
the ball is tipped.
I honestly feel like that pregame speech I gave that show before playing y'all probably would have got them more hype than whatever the fuck Mike Tomlin told them. Because I was speaking facts, and then look, he is one step closer to changing his number, and it's gonna be Cam Sutton getting Isaiah Thomas dribbled. Y'all seen the clip of Isaiah Thomas dribbled? It's that. And look at it. His name is Isaiah Likely. So come on, man. It was written.
You talking about old head Isaiah Thomas when he was dribbling with the one finger and two fingers? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he definitely did that.
All right, cool. Commanders, Lions.
It's lit.
Yeah, listen, it's like I said, y'all know how I feel about the rookie quarterback. You know, I think he's gonna be great. But the Lions play that game. If they do what they gotta do, it shouldn't be really close. I really don't. You know, they should go in there and turn up, do what they gotta do offensively. There should be an audition for Ben Johnson for any teams that he's auditioning.
And Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, and Aaron Glenn. So they both audition. I just think they primed to get back to the NFC Championship game. They primed to get there. They feel like they should have won it last year, and I think it's like I said, it's been a good story. Washington got something cooking. They're gonna contend in that NFC East for years to come. Contend the playoffs for years to come. I just think they run into a juggernaut right here.
Yeah, the Lions. I just think they're just too cohesive as a unit. All units are working together, and when you see that. And just how unpredictable Dan Campbell can be with his coach and his decision making. I think that has kind of trickled down into the team, but in a good way. They're controlled chaos. You know, the fact that they never flinch when they go for it, and they never flinch when they're aggressive. That shows you how prepared they are for the moment, and how confident they are in their personnel and their X's and O's too. They're confident in the scheme, they're confident in the play call, they're confident in the execution. And those are things that winning teams and organizations are comprised of. So talking about this particular matchup, I think the Commanders they've extracted the most they can possibly extract out of this team and this season. Because this wasn't supposed to, when they drafted Jayden Daniels, it wasn't like, okay, pressure's on you, Jayden, to be a playoff, to take us to the playoffs in your rookie season. But they've exceeded over expectations and been able to like speed up the clock. So I think going forward in seasons in the future, they're going to be an organization to be reckoned with. I think they're meeting up with it's funny, like the Lions and Commanders, they're similar as far as bad organizations that have turned it around because of the quarterbacks and coaches that they've brought in. I just think the Lions are further on in their path than the Commanders. Commanders are where the Lions were a couple years ago. And I just think it's the Lions' time right now. And I do, saying that, you got to shout out Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury, and just the culture, Magic Johnson, just the culture that
Bob
Myers, just bringing in the winning culture, the right people. There's a maturity on the field. Remember, we were just talking about a couple seasons ago how some of the players on the Commanders were immature, and you could see it with their decision making. You could see how they were handling wins, how they're handling losses. You don't hear about those things anymore. It's a complete different organization, and you got to give them credit for it. But I don't think that helps them win the game this week.
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions. But you're talking about arguably two of the highest scoring offenses in the NFL. Lions have a league best at 33.2 points. Commanders not too far behind at 28.5. So two teams that scored a high clip. The Commanders scored on half of their drives this year. Only team that did it more was the Lions. I'm at 51%. So these teams score. They score often. If the game's close, though, the Commanders, you look at them over the last 4 or 5 weeks, all they played are close games, one possession games that have come down to almost the last snap. So they know they can win close games if they're able to keep it close. But to go, as Nick always say, band for band with this Detroit offense, it's going to be a tall task for a rookie quarterback in that offense. But hey, Jayden Daniels, he showed us that he's capable of it. But I think like Nick said, this is the Lions' time.
Yeah, it's got to be the Lions' time. I don't think they're going to go anywhere, but you're definitely losing both of your coordinators. And we've seen teams when you got to replace both coordinators that consistency and that it's different. It's working like a well-oiled machine right now. You got to take advantage of that, and you can't let a rookie quarterback get in the way of that in your first playoff game. So the Lions got to win. They got to win this game. Because this is going to be the last time you see Ben Johnson in there and Glenn there. Regardless. So you might as well go get a ring in the process or try to get a ring. Get as close as you can. Can't go out in the divisional round. I got the line. Rams, Eagles. All I know, Jalen Hurts better play better this week.
Yeah, he got to.
Fuck Sam.
Yeah, I was. I mean, the Rams. I think we all think the Rams can make a run.
Yeah.
I think the weather. I think it's the weather. I think that's going to have a big impact on this game, man. You're not going to be able to sit back there and throw that ball, the way you want to throw the ball. So I want to pick the Rams, but I just think the with that Eagles defense and the 3 inches of snow they calling for, it's going to be too tough for Stafford to play in this weather. Because I mean, I was looking at the stats. He sucks when it snows or when it's cold. So just to put it mildly, he sucks with it. So I mean, that's what I'm taking from him. Can they get it done? Of course. I would never count Sean McVay out. He's a guy. He's
gonna find a way.
Yeah, he's one of the ones. He's a guy. But I just think that it's gonna be too much outside factors as far as the weather, for them to get it done. Come traveling to the east, they still dealing with the fires back home. I just think it's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's just the Rams being on the East Coast and having to play in the elements. I think that's going to be the difference in the game. And then you add on to the fact that the Eagles like to play in a slow type pace, running the ball with Saquon Barkley or their quarterback. They're explosive enough as far as being able to get their wide receivers involved and win one-on-one matchups on the outside. And then on the flip side, I don't think the Rams are going to be able to do the things that they like to do as much as they would like to do it, given where they're playing geographically. I mean, they're a dome team. And Matt Stafford has played in a dome his whole career. So, asking him to go on the East Coast when the weather conditions aren't favorable, even when they won the Super Bowl, I think weather wasn't really much of an issue for him when he was on the road. It's a little different now coming into Eagles Stadium. So I definitely have the Eagles winning, but I wouldn't be surprised if, playoff Sean McVay, playoff Matt Stafford, I think they have earned a whole lot of respect over the years, and they always have a good game plan. You never just see them just get out coached. They might lose a matchup, but you just never see them just get terribly out coached, especially in a playoff postseason matchup. So I think the coaching edge probably goes to the Rams here, but adding Saquon plus cold temperatures and potential snow, I definitely give the advantage Eagles.
Yeah, I like the Eagles in this game too. You talk about Saquon, they met earlier this year in Sophie, and he went for 255 yards.
Goddamn.
So Eagles won that game 37-20 in a controlled climate. So I think it's one of them games where the Rams coming east is not really going to play to their advantage. That weather may negate Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. So when I look at that, I'm looking at the trenches, and the Eagles have it in the trenches on both sides of the ball. If they're able to control the line like they did in LA, and Saquon, had to go for 255, but even a $150. It could be a long day for the Rams. So I like the Eagles, but I think it's like a 10-point game. I like the Eagles to win by like 10, I think. But Jalen Hurts do have to get it right. But I just don't think this is a game where Jalen Hurts has to. You're gonna have to rely on Jalen Hurts. I think you can just hand the ball off to 26 in this type game.
Yeah, and make no mistake, if the Eagles lose, Nick Sirianni will be fired. They will fire him Monday morning.
Hey, that's another coach that we could get. There's plenty out there. I got the Eagles. All right, that's that. That's the division round. Anybody that's done wants to go. I'm all invites is out. You can follow me here, Cancun. Weather's lovely.
What the package looking? What the drink package is looking like?
Yo, it's all inclusive, yo. Top shelf. Yeah, man.
They said you were there drinking Smirnoff.
Yeah, wow. See, that's why I brought my guard off that Smirnoff. Off the Smyrny, yeah, I mean, but no, man.
Rob niggas off the Smirnoff is crazy.
Smirnoff, yeah, I mean, 151. Yeah, stop playing. Yo, I really want y'all to join me. That's really what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm praying for.
You know what the NFL needs.
They can be praying for you. Wow, Scott.
You know what the NFL needs. The NFL needs Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar.
Pat and Josh round 4.
Yo, NFL don't lose. Regardless, NFL don't lose. They just need Pat to do his job.
Pat do it. Well, here they're lucky with this one because either quarterback matchup they got a story. So, but
they writing you off, CJ. Show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not his time yet. It's not his time to be in the story yet. He got to wait.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he got to wait. But y'all don't have to be there. Y'all can wait another year. And another year. And another year. I ain't gonna be able to tolerate y'all if y'all want to win. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh yeah, no, you're not.
I ain't gonna be able to tolerate y'all. I'm not. Y'all can do the show without me. I'll be the sound guy. Like I'm not gonna quit, but I'm just not gonna be on camera.
You gonna be the producer?
Yeah. Hit me over all the sounds.
You gonna be Parks? You gonna be Parks?
No, I'm gonna be screaming. I'm gonna be screaming. No, I'm not talking.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna talk. I'm literally gonna be behind the scenes.
We wouldn't be too insufferable, Scott.
Nigga, stop playing with me. It really ain't you that I'm worried about, to be honest. It ain't you. Some two on the left of me.
What you saying fuck me for?
Yeah, no, it's a reason. It's definitely a reason.
I want to know what I did. That's crazy.
The lack of self-awareness is really.
Let's not talk about self-awareness because you was really talking about Russell Wilson. And you was happy to have him. And
go find it. Go find it.
I already found it.
What I say? Play it. You've been on the phone the whole fucking episode. Play it. It ain't gonna be no different. Play it. Play it.
Let him cut it up. He gonna cut it up.
Nah, play the shit.
I'll have it Monday. I don't have it in the. I got to add it to the show.
What I say?
don't have it in there.
Tell me what I said. What I say?
It's not important. We'll talk about it Monday.
Yeah. Nah, don't you dare get the clip and shit and make it sound like nah. Fake news. And
it won't be fake. I can tell you that.
The day that Trump get inaugurated, fake news. I don't want to hear it. If you can't produce that shit right now, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because you gonna get the slicing shit. You gonna get the slicing shit. It's gonna be AI. Nah, I'm good.
AI
I'm good. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said. I just need him to be better than Kenny Pickett. And they said, who gives a fuck about his 26 touchdowns? That's what they said. And I said, I do, because Kenny had 13 his whole career. That's what I said.
You was in love with Russ.
That's what I said. And then when he played the Jets, I said he gonna be rusty.
You was on here singing 1-2 step and all that. Like,
yeah. You were streaming Sierra's music.
I told Sierra to stay away.
Ever gonna love you. You were saying fuck Future, like you was getting crazy stuff.
I never. I'm gonna play March Madness as soon as I get off here now. Never. But for them 4 weeks, I said if he can play like that, we can compete with anybody. But guess what he did? He stopped playing like that. And then I said, oh shit. That's exactly how that timeline went. Let the record show. I closed my case. Y'all used to call me what did y'all used to call Proctor?
Yeah.
I closed my case. I closed my case. Don't let these guys lie to you. Do not let these guys lie to you. But anything else you want to talk about? I ain't really got nothing. National championship game on Monday, right?
Yeah, give me Ohio State.
Yeah.
So Ohio State Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be too competitive. All right, man. We can go to the last commercial break. Get up out of here. Nitty Gritty. Hey, yo, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk is now on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And while you at it, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Name the same across all platforms. Nitty Gritty Sports Talk. 3 Ravens and a Steeler. Now let's get back to the show. Good show, fellas. Good show.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate everybody that views us on YouTube. Keep hitting that like button. Hit the comments. Like button. Then tell a friend to subscribe. We'll be back on Monday. Look, I wish the worst. I wish the worst for y'all. I wish the worst for y'all. You know what I mean? Last time I saw Lamar in Buffalo, he was doing snow angels in the end zone with birdies flying around his head. If you want to if you want to re-up on that, and the Buffalo fans hit your charity, then I know that I had a good Sunday. They had a bad Sunday, and all of that shit that happened last week means nothing. Josh,
you know who ain't taking up all those times?
We're gonna bring you some wings back too. We was like, man, let's bring Sco some of these Buffalo. We ain't bring you nothing back.
You know who we say.
You going to?
You know who.
You going to, Keith? You going to? You going to, Keith? No. Is all 3 of y'all going?
You know who we say. No comment.
All 3 of y'all going.
No comment. You know who we say. I
hope this. Oh, y'all 3 of y'all go. Oh, Jesus, please. I didn't know all 3 of y'all was going. See, when Nick said Nitty Gritty, sometimes I'll be like, all right, he is Nitty Gritty on social, but he meant Nitty Gritty for real.
I said the clock.
We ain't taking Greg home with his time, Sco. We ain't taking Greg home in Buffalo with his.
It's one. Yo, what we win this game? It's 2 more, Sco. That's it.
Lord Jesus, Lord, please, Lord, give me a sign.
You sounded just like exit.
I hope y'all motherfuckers freeze.
That's great.
I hope them fingertips is blue. Ain't a law. Oh, I didn't know all 3 of y'all was going. This episode would have went a lot different had I known that. That's
exactly why we ain't tell your ass, because we did.
No, I knew Nick was going. I knew Nick was going. I ain't know it was all. I ain't know. Oh, damn! I hope somebody steal y'all seats. I hope
that's crazy,
man.
Yeah, so we ain't bring you back. You ain't getting no wings, Sco.
I don't want no motherfucker. I want a loss. That's what I want.
Bring me back a loss.
I want a loss. That's what I want. I want y'all to come back looking like Jack Nicholson in that meme. Ice all on y'all face. Damn, I didn't know.
Catch me at Niagara Falls, Sco.
Nah, damn that. Damn that. Y'all can thaw off in Cancun. This is gonna be good. Yeah. Y'all can thaw off in Cancun. Wow. Okay, this is even better. Josh, brother.
Now you're yo, in the show, yo, in the show.
Nah, man. Do you know how bad y'all gonna feel going up the cold ass Buffalo? Hey, Benny the Butcher. Come on.
That's crazy.
West Side Gun. Conway the Machine. I need all of y'all to show up. Who else from Buffalo? I don't know. Jim Kelly.
You ain't got to be. You ain't got to be.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus.
That's it.
Christopher.
Wow. Christopher Columbus from there. Oh, come on, man. God damn it. All right. Everybody be safe. Everybody be safe. I hope y'all get there safe, but I hope once y'all touch down, I hope it's the worst experience that y'all ever had.
I will holler at y'all. I'm on my way.
I will holler at y'all on Monday. But what y'all say? 2 more sleeps? 2 more sleeps? Yeah. This is gonna be different. Damn, come on, God. if you don't do nothing else for me,
leave God out of this.
Yeah,
No.
please.
No, Jesus, Allah.
Oh,
Buddha.
shit.
I'm calling
Yeah.
everybody. I'm calling everybody
Calling
in
the
the
Avengers
Avengers. I'm calling everybody.
You about to call Trump? Like, oh, crazy.
Stop this game. Stop the count.
Star David, Islam, Christianity,
Oh.
everybody. I need it. Let's go. All right, y'all be safe, be blessed. We'll be back on Monday. Peace.
Teardrop Jackson.